Hi everyone, my name is Teendra Singh. I am Southern Cross University student ID 24017271 and in BIT, and this is a PowerPoint presentation based on the two things. First of all, Visual Studio Code, and then second one is classes and object definition with some examples. So first of all, I will discuss about the CSV file as a library function that I use in Python and the importance of this extension as well as with the usage. So first of all, here it is the definition of CSV. It stands for comma separate value, and it is widely used for file formatting for storing tabular data such as spreadsheet or database in plain text. So in order to understand more about this, I can give as an example, like if I want to get to know about anyone name, age, or location, then I use this import CSV as well as with some another working of coding in order to get the particular data. If I want to get the John name, age, and location, then it might be very easy and very easy for me in order to get this kind of information in seconds. So moreover, there is one more interesting thing, that how we can read this kind of content. So in order to read this kind of content, here it is the thing like a CSV.reader. It is like a tool that assists us to read the CSV file. So it goes as by row, then it is easy to grab the different piece of information and we can separate by comma, and it is very easy to work with this CSV file because we don't have any kind of a rush of separating the data by ourselves. So now I will go to the VX Code in order to understand more about this in depth. So here I use the import CSV as a library function. Then I open this particular file that is given by my teacher, and then I use a reader as I mentioned before, and I open it as like a input file. Actually, I already did this in my class. So in order to read that particular content row by row or column by column, it's all up to the coder. I We have to use like any kind of loop. So here I use for loop, and I use as a inputter and then I put current row as 0. In this particular loop, I use as a I make a variable that is like a current row as an initial, that I give the sign of 2. The reason behind I give the 2 because first it contain the first row of that particular any kind of thing. It contain the headers. So in first row it contain the player name, ball, energy, animal, sound, and another kind of information. So that contain first, and then second one contain my first player because my student ID last digit is 1. So if I do here like player number player number equal to 2, or I put here like player number 2, then save it, then it will be work as same because I have initialized the value. It doesn't matter if I put the integer or anything or not, and then I assign that particular thing like width, height, monster count, wall, energy, animal, so that will check and get me the particular content. So in order to get those content, I use the print function, as then I use a string because I am doing this activity in Python. So str, it will print the numerical value, and that's easy for me. So also it will be like a continue. If Obviously I have to stop the loop. If it will continue, it will be like infinite and it will never stop because I have experience of this kind of activity in C++ as well as in another language when I was in my nation, and so I use a break in order to stop when I will get my right player number. And then if I do not get like if my player number was like 5, then it will continue go further, like first it will go 1 2 3 4, like sort of array, it go first 0, then again for further step. So if I, in order to check this, I will run my file, and here it will give me a, the game has been customized for player 1 for a dog, give me a var, and here it is a maze size, monster, ball, count, whatever I have in my in my in that my particular file. So that's the thing. So I hope that import CSV and how to use the code and the functionality of this code has been clear, and it will assist me in future, as well as it is really enthusiastic experience for me to do this kind of activity in my first time in my life. So without wasting further any time, so now let's get started to the second one, that is regarding to the objects and variable. So so first it is like a class and objects. So first class is like a blueprint which defines some property and behavior, and object is based on the properties and behavior. So in order to understand more about this particular line, here is the example that will give a clarification, like if a person is a class and his action like walk, eat, sleep are his functionality, and attributes like name, age, gender. So this is like a behavior and that sort of stuff. So here in this code, I assign as a class as a person, then I assign them as his their age, name, as well as his another sort of stuff, his activity, and then I call them by using by on constructor, that sort of stuff, or I call them by person one or person two, first for person one, lies, Bob, that kind of activity. So this is the thing regarding classes and object. It's not only for like a person, it can be easy used to describe anything. So like here it's like a dog, it shows us like a data member methods, eat, sleep, swim, that same activity apply for anything. It's and here it will be the same like a code class dog obviously, and a dog name, age, and another kind of activity. If there are two dog, then it will be a two object. If there is a three dog, then I will put as dog three equal to dog, and then dog and his maxi, another whatever the thing it is. So I used to believe that this has given us a clear guidance as well as clarification about the classes and object and the use of CSV file. So I hope that this is I have given my best. So thank you in order to listen till the end, and have a lovely day. Bye bye. Thank you. Your regards, Teendra.